it's me, Mia. So today I'm going to try something new. I'm going to be doing book reviews. So it goes like this. Every time I read a book, I'm going to bring it up. And it will be the special book of the day or whenever I do it. So this is the book I have finished reading. It's called Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid. Ooh, it's amazing, right? Yeah, I thought it was. In this book, it's about Rowley, Greg's best friend. The author is Jeff Kinney, not Kev Kinney. So, in this book, Rowley is trying to make his own diary, but Greg thinks that he's being copied. In this book, there's a lot of scary stuff, okay? But it's not really scary in real life. It's just really funny, and it ends up with Rowley peeing his pants most of the time. In one of these stories, there is a type where they have a sleepover. It's somewhere in here. Anyway, during the sleepover, they're in their room and stuff, and Greg is telling him about this monster in the basement. And Mom kicks them out of their room because they're making too much noise. When they go downstairs, they are so scared and stuff. When they heard her scraping on the window, they tumbled over each other trying to get up those stairs. Man, I felt like I was about to have a heart attack. I did not know what was coming next. After that, it was just Roderick playing a trick. Oh, Roderick, why? Towards the end of that, Roderick ends up saying that, and Greg starts getting really angry at him. Rowley pees his pants because of when they were in the basement. But towards the end of the book, the whole book in general, turns out Greg peed his pants too during that night. Rowley shows his book to Greg. Oh, here, Greg, this is my book I'm making of you. Well, Greg thinks this is a total ripoff of his, and he wants his money back. And then he's like, okay, I'll make it into your biography. So it ended up being his biography. Most of this stuff has him in it. It's mostly just him. Here is why I think he's mean. First of all, he made this thing called good boy points. So whenever Rowley did a chore for him, he'd say, oh, here's a good boy point. At first, he doodled on a piece of paper, doodle, and it was a picture of a good boy point, yeah. After a while, Rowley got so many good boy points, he was kind of tired of them, didn't think they were special anymore. Then, one day, he came up with this amazing idea, a super good boy point. After that, there's all these kinds of super good boy points, pair good boy points, light bulb good point. There's a lot of good boy points, okay? So after a while, Rowley was tired of that, and then Greg came up with this new thing. They didn't ever get to figure out what that new thing was because Rowley got tired of it. Here's another reason why I think Greg isn't a good friend at all. There was this one time they were studying in this for a math test. It was a really hard one. It was something like pi equals mc squared times, yeah, that kind of stuff. After that, they had to study all night long. They started out on chapter 1, and then Greg got tired and said they have to do buddy breaks or fun breaks. The fun breaks you'd have to toss the paper around, and you'd have to say one sentence, and then you'd throw it to the next person, and the next person would say the sentence. Now, remember, this was just Greg and Rowley in a library, so they had to be pretty quiet. After a while, Greg started getting loud and called Rowley a chicken, for not wanting to do all this playing and stuff. He got up on the table and started going like, like a chicken, and then he laid an egg. Rowley was pretty amazed by that. So he went over to the computer, and the librarian shushed them and told them they have to stay on this computer and stay quiet to study. He went on the computer and searched, how on earth do humans lay eggs? That was one thing that tricked Riley. After that, Greg started passing notes underneath the table divider. He sent one under that said something about Miss Beck. Miss Beck is the math teacher that Riley secretly has a crush on. Not so secretly, but kind of. Anyways, another time is that whenever they were playing in the woods, Riley and Greg, they were playing barbarians and horses or knights. After that, they went out of the woods to go play, and some teenagers came along, Project Fence. They said that they were nerds for that and stuff like that, so they went further into the woods to get away from them. They built a stick house, and when night came, they hid in it and stuff, and Riley tripped over something while they were going to look for more sticks for the roof. Well, guess what? That wasn't a rock. Greg said it was a tombstone, and the gods are angry at him now. Greg started running away and forgot all about Riley. Riley was just sitting there crying for help. The reason why I think he's a nice guy is because there's this one time where his science teacher had a baby and stuff, and they had to leave and stuff. So when that happened, she became to be a full-time mom and didn't want to teach anymore. So there was this new teacher. He didn't care at all about what those kids did, and they went crazy. Throwing desks at each other, all those kinds of things. It was awful. I was thinking that teacher is a bad teacher. But once he handed out his tests, when they got him back, he whispered the same letter in everybody's grades. C, C. He wasn't that good of a whisperer either, so it sounded more like this. C, C. Everybody got a C, except Riley. Whenever they got to Riley, he was really sad about that because he studied so hard and he only got a C. Now that is one, it's better than an F, but that's one thing that is just mean. That's mean. So Greg had enough of it. He stood up and said, Riley deserves an A. So the science teacher whispered a new letter, B. I would think that this would be a 5 out of 5 on the Mia scale, which the Mia scale only goes up to a 5. It was a really great book, and it had a lot of comedy in it. I would read this book another time if I could forget about it all over again to feel the excitement. I hope you like this book too, and if you like it a lot, if you like this review a lot, you can go on down and click the affiliate link. It will send you to Amazon and you can buy the book. Well, that's all I have today. Goodbye to the Mia Show. I can't wait to end the show. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, y'all.